And to the breaking news out of the US. The US Senate has passed a resolution limiting Donald Trump's power to use military action against Iran. North America correspondent John Brain joins us now from Washington, D.C. for more on this. John, so what does this exactly mean?
Well, Aisha, this is all about Congress trying to stop the president from inadvertently starting World War III. It all originates from the killing of General Soleimani, the Iranian general, which proved so highly controversial. It's not that the Congress doesn't believe that he should have been killed. It's more that they feel they were given the wrong information about why it was necessary to target him at that specific time, when they don't see there was any evidence of a real threat or an imminent threat to America or Americans. So this is to stop Trump trying to do something similar. For example, someone said, what if he wants to take out the supreme leader of Iran? They don't want Trump to be able to do something which is provocative and could escalate the situation. It doesn't prevent the US from defending itself. Trump wouldn't have to get permission from Congress to carry out a retaliatory strike, for example. But if it's an impetus is coming from the US, he would in theory at least, he would have to go to Congress to get permission.
But this is still, though, subject to a veto by the president. Explain what happens then.
Well, absolutely. A majority of the Senate have passed this, even though the Senate is Republican-controlled, because a handful of Republicans joined with the Democrats because they were concerned about what was happening in the area of foreign policy. But Trump could veto it, and it would need to be a two-thirds majority of senators to override that veto. That's very unlikely to happen. But the important thing is, even if Trump vetoes it or suggests he's going to veto it, that a bipartisan message has been sent that he needs to be careful.
And how much do Republicans run the risk of being punished by President Donald Trump here?
Well, that's difficult to say. I mean, he does have a reputation for being highly critical of any Republicans who don't do his bidding, but it's a sizable group have voted against here. Is he going to go after them one by one on Twitter or wherever? I'm not so sure that in this case it would lead to any repercussions for the senators involved, though of course Trump is not going to be happy with them. In fact, before this all went to Congress, he did make a last-ditch appeal to them not to tie his hands as far as Iran was concerned and not to let this bill pass.
Well, John Brain, live from Washington, D.C., thank you very much.